What's up, guys? It's Hardcore Crypto here. In this video, we shall be taking a good look at XRP. Yeah, and with the look of things, it seems like XRP is, it has been looking bearish for a while. So for now, I can say XRP it's stable. Yep, XRP is very much stable. Looking at XRP from long-term perspective right here, we could see it clearly that XRP has been in a very serious downtrend. Though 4 weeks ago we got a very massive pump from XRP. So we saw XRP pumping, and this is very good. We saw it pump, and maybe that was the relief rally because I saw the dump from the pullback after this massive pump, and I opened a long position. That position is still open, which I'm willing to take get liquidated. Sacrifice half of my capital on that trade on XRP. I think I'll be exiting that position if XRP hits probably 1.76. Yep, that's it just for that. From the daily time frame right here, we could see it clearly that XRP has been bearish, especially the fact that I couldn't take note of the fact that I was thinking that, okay, maybe before I got into that trade, I was thinking that since we had this massive rally, we are most likely going to, since we had this massive rally right here, let me make this very obvious to us. Since we had this massive rally right here, I might just buy some around this level, then take off. Then this take off from here, we'll break. So like I was saying, I was thinking that, okay, since we had a bullish move around this level, maybe we're going to break out finally. But since I was thinking that this was more of a little bit of correction, but it wasn't that. Rather, we have been dropping ever since. So without wasting much of your time, I think we have two major scenarios to play out. We should be expecting two major scenarios to play out for XRP. One of them is the fact that we shouldn't be breaking below the support right here at 1.87, $1.87. We shouldn't be breaking below this level, because the moment we break below this level, we are most likely going to be dropping all the way to $1.80. So I think this is definitely what we should be expecting. I don't want to be ahead of myself and end up saying, oh, we're most likely going to be breaking below this support. No, I don't want to say that here, because if you look at the chart from the weekly time frame right here, you could see that, yeah, though we've been getting a lot of spikes below this level at 1.79, we are most likely always recovering immediately. So I think that this is definitely what we should have in mind. Yeah, so that is one of the scenarios that I'm expecting to play out for XRP. The other major scenario I'm expecting is what might probably play out, but due to the fact that the US government will be going on shutdown, or will be taking a break for the meantime, and the whole tariff war going on between Canada and US right now, or the threat going on with the tariff, Trump threatening different nations with tariffs, it's most likely going to maybe lead to a breakout below this level at 1.87. So I would say that if maybe by Monday or Tuesday, the US government should be on shutdown, but there happens to be some good news in terms of the geopolitical sector or space, or we end up getting good fundamentals, we're most likely going to expect probably a relief rally into $1.94-95. So we should definitely be expecting that. If we're going to be able to break out of here, I do not know, but I'm sure that the moment we break out of this resistance, we're most likely going to find support. Then I can say we are ready to rally. So for now, I really don't have much to say. And in terms of news, so as we can see right here, I have a good news and a bad news. So I'll be starting with the bad news first. The bad news is that XRP longs wiped out as liquidation imbalance hits extreme. So XRP just printed an 8,700% liquidation imbalance as 522,000 US dollars in longs got wiped out near the $2 mark, because obviously I've been saying it that $2 on XRP is the psychological level, such as $3,000 for Ethereum is that psychological level people were probably opening long limits in order for their position to be triggered. So XRP saw 528,940 in liquidations, with long positions accounting for a mid-boggling 522,900 short sellers were barely registered. It was just $6,040 as per CoinGlass. As we can see here, it is an 8,700% imbalance between longs and shorts. Just for context, Bitcoin's liquidations during the same period added up to $815,000, but with as much more even split, Ethereum lost $2 million, mostly from both sides. So DXC and Ripple bring digital assets into core banking system. So as we can see, that we could see it clearly right here, that Fortune 500 tech giant DXC Technology has partnered with Ripple to integrate institutional grade blockchain solutions. DXC Technology NYSC has announced a high profile partnership with Enterprise Blockchain. So this is the good news that I'm reading right here, to embed institutional grade digital asset capabilities directly into the banking infrastructure. As part of the tie-up between the two companies, Ripple Blockchain Solutions will be integrated into DXC's Hogan banking platform. Notably, this legacy system supports more than $5 trillion in deposits and 300 million accounts across the globe. So just like I said, there is a high chance that this year will be the year that XRP is most likely going to be rallying into $15 for one XRP. So I'm definitely expecting this to happen. This year we should be expecting a very, very, probably 6 to 12 months of short, like the shorts taking over, or a bearish year. But I'm definitely much more aware that from the chart, from the technicals, this year is definitely going to be the last years, the last should I say the last moment we are going to be seeing XRP below $2, because once this year is over, whichever level XRP will be falling into, that will be XRP's bottom, guys. I'm very certain, though I'm not a believer of XRP, but in terms of leveraging futures on XRP is actually a very good project you should be trading. So yeah, I think that this is just majorly the good news here. Strategy crosses 70,000 BTC milestone. So I think this is basically the good news. The good news here too is also that Japan moves to classify XRP as a financial product, eyeing Q2 2026 implementation. Japan, a global crypto leader, is reportedly set to formally classify XRP as a financial product under its updated regulatory framework. This is actually very, very huge. Market analyst Shive Crypto notes the change could take effect by Q2 2026, bringing XRP under the country's Financial Instruments and Exchange Act. So I think you can go make your own personal research on this. I don't want these videos to be too lengthy for you. So yeah, that is it, guys. You have the good news and the bad news. So there is still a little bit of hopium for XRP. So thank you guys for watching. You know the levels you should be expecting. We shouldn't be breaking below this level at 1.87, because the moment we break below this level, we are most likely going to be heading into towards this downside at $1.79 or $1.80. So we should definitely be having that at the back of our mind. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week ahead. Peace out.